and then it'll be clear it came from Shoreham Cross.
No, it won't. Because you're going to make sure her admission swabs are negative.
You want me to introduce potentially lethal, untreatable bacterium into this hospital?
Is VRSA like MRSA?
Well, no, it's much, much harder to treat. It's a catastrophe.
Well, the deep clean has been completed. The environmental surveillance swabs were all negative for VRSA. We have replaced all mattresses, curtains. I really can't think of anything else that needs to be done.
No, I'm going to recommend to the board that we reopen Darwin today.
Great. You don't seem too happy about it, though.
No, of course I am. It's just our reputation is in shreds.
Well, then we rebuild it, starting today.
Yeah.
Michael, no one did more to try and save Fiona Dunn than you. All right, we have to move on.
Sorry to interrupt you.
What do you want?
You're needed in gynae theatre. There's a patient of yours on the table. Apparently they thought you should have a look at her.
Okay. Thank you, tell them I'll be down. What's she still doing here?
Well, I've sent her up in front of the director of nursing for tomorrow.
Then what?
Well, given the allegations about her handling of the cleaning of the ward, no doubt they'll have no choice but to suspend her.
Yep. Every cloud.
Yeah, all right, it was a mistake making her clinical matron. And that, too.
Okay, your left pedicle needs stitching. There's nothing to suggest the cyst malignant.
I couldn't face having an operation.
Hello, Janine. Mrs. Beecham here.
Oh, hello, dear.
Her tissues are very friable.
How did you manage to get Mrs. Campion under the knife?
She had a tortured ovarian cyst.
It was terrible. My daughter persuaded me to come in.
Still hypertensive despite filling.
Okay, Mubs, you need to address the exsanguination. Now.
Vital.
Okay, think you got it?
BP stabilising.
Yeah, okay, good. Right, Janine, you're a trooper. I'll see you in recovery.
It was pretty slick.
You okay to finish?
So how are you feeling, Janine?
Like such a fool. I'm still coming to terms with the fact that it's not cancer. I thought I was on my way out.
Come on, Mum. She took us all abroad last month and kept saying it was the last holiday we'd have together. The first time we'd been away in years. She nearly ruined it, didn't you?
Charming.
I'm joking. You've been wonderful. I just wish you'd seen the doctor sooner.
I was so scared. Silly old bird.
So, Mrs. Beecham, are you going to get her to have the other operation, the heart bypass?
Eleanor, give me a chance to get over this one.
But that's not a no, so you'll consider it?
I don't know.
It would be advisable to have the bypass. It was clear during the operation your heart was under strain. Now, we can book you in for a couple of months' time while you're over this.
I'll think about it.
You do that. Right, Michael.
We can't reopen Darwin.
What?
We've been told not to by the Department of Health.
Why?
The DOH are inspecting the cardiac facility at Shoreham Cross today.
I said they're intending to take the work to Shoreham Cross. Michael, we've been still short.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go down there, talk to them, persuade them to keep us open.
Do you think it would work?
Well, I've got to have a try, haven't I?
Mrs. Beecham, quick, she can't breathe.
Janine?
It's my chest.
Right. BP's falling, ST elevation on the monitor. We need 2.5 of dimorphine, 12 lead ECG, and GTN spray.
What's happening? It's not a heart attack, is it? Oh, no, Mum.
Where's that dimorphine? Quickly.
She'll be okay, won't she?
Certainly hope so. All right.
What's going on?
Patient down here with a post-op MI. Thought you could lend a hand.
Right.
Give you something to do for today. Okay, Janine. I'm afraid it's not good news. ECG confirms you did have a heart attack.
Oh, Mum.
It's the stress of the operations probably triggered it.
So don't tell me. If I'd done what I was told and had the heart up, this wouldn't have happened.
Well, it would have made it less likely, yes. Your chances of survival are greatly improved if you have the bypass operation today.
But half an hour ago, someone told me I wasn't going to die. Now you're saying I am.
Would you be happy to sign a consent form?
I don't know.
What? You have 2.
All right. It'll keep you happy.
OK, we'll sort that out. There's just one problem. We'd need to transfer you to another hospital.
What does that mean? Different doctors?
She trusts you, Mrs. Beecham. Is there any way that you can...
Right, I'll see if I can supervise the surgery.
Oh, thank you.
I'll be in a minute. Right, get on the phone, see if you can find a CT bed in another unit. There's a nurse you're not authorised, so tell them you're my PA.
All right. Right, I'll ring Shoreham Cross then.
Yeah, anywhere.
I'll talk to Mrs. Beecham. After the operation, you can come home. You can have Steve's office.
How many times, dear, like my own place?
You can barely climb the stairs.
So, I'm a little slow, I'm old. Imagine a pensioner and a baby in the same house. Mayhem.
We'll work something out. I'll look after you, Mum.
I can look after myself.
You got a bed?
Yes, not for us though.
What?
Apparently she doesn't fit patient criteria. Hospital manager's policy. She's too old.
Let them get away with that.
What was I supposed to do? Force my way in?
Get them ready for transfer, please.
What are you going to do?
Just do as I asked. Shoreham Cross cardiothoracic department, please. Yep, I have a 44-year-old cardiac.
Have you found somewhere?
They're just trying to sort that out now, okay? Would you mind signing this for me, Janine?
Come on, Mum.
OK, Janine, good news. I've spoken to admissions at Shoreham Cross Hospital. They have a bed for you there.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Very impressed.
I'll come in the ambulance with you,
Yeah, I will as well.
if you're not too busy.
I'll just let the family know what's going on.
Yes.
So how did you manage that?
Mrs. B has friends in high places. That's what I like about you. You tell it as it is.
Well, it helps to be straight with people.
Well, then you be straight with me now. How much of a difference will this operation make?
Well, if it goes well, it'll make a big difference. It'll give you and Eleanor's baby a chance to get to know each other.
Right, the ambulance will be ready in a minute. I'm going to transfer you now, Janine, okay? You just try and stay relaxed for me, okay?
Eleanor, you know that file that I left on the dining room table?
The one with your legal papers, yes?
Yes. Would you go back to the house and get it for me, please?
We don't need those, Mum. Mrs. Beecham says everything's going to be okay.
Even so, I want them.
You have to fight this, Mum. I want to come to the hospital with you. You shouldn't be there on your own.
Grow up, Ellie. We all finally have to face these things on our own. Just get that file for me. Thank you.
You didn't think it was dangerous putting two...
If Connie's transferring her patient over, you better keep her away from the DOH inspectors. She'll try and fly the flag for Holby.
How strange. Look who's here.
Michael's here trying to save Darwin.
Very convincing. Who's his new friend? Saw them together at Holby, looking very cosy. It must be terrible being married
Mike,
to...
could you take her through, please?
Thank you.
Listen, you may have slept with my husband, but it is over. Deal with it.
What, you think
I
just
have.
because I...
What, am I wrong?
This is about the future of Darwin.
Oh, really? You should have thought about that when you were organising the cleaning regime.
If Michael hadn't admitted a VRSA infected patient to my ward...
You are beginning to sound paranoid. Almost delusional.
Michael rejected retesting those swabs, OK? Then he changed his mind, then he lost them. Connie, please, I'm not that stupid. I know something's going on.
What on earth makes you think I will believe you? Right, Michael has to wheel and deal. That's the way political life is. He's doing it for Holby, OK? He'll prove it today.
Connie?
Hello?
Jeremy Upminster.
I,
We worked together a few years ago now.
Of course. You were my SHO.
I'm a consultant now.
Oh, goodness. How you doing?
Oh, really well. We're doing some fantastic work here. Let me show you around. Everything is state-of-the-art.
Sorry, Jeremy. I don't think I have time for this.
Leighton Peters, Healthcare Commissioner. Leighton. Michael, what a pleasant surprise.
How's life down at the Department of Health? They're still missing you?
Well, of course. I didn't know you were involved with this bunch.
I'm not.
Maybe you should be. I hear they've got deep pockets.
Leighton, we've been having a few difficulties over at Holby.
Yes, I've heard.
So if this visit is in any way related to those problems... then-
Michael, we're not about to cut you adrift. We've simply come to see what Shoreham Cross has to offer.
Still, I thought it better if I came along.
Fine. Well, the more the merrier. So, have you managed to reopen the ward? Darwin, isn't it?
No, we've still got some problems with staff and cleaning.
Oh, that's a shame. How long do you think that'll take?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have a projected opening date yet. But we're working very hard to resolve the issues.
Right. It's quite impressive. It looks more like a hotel than a hospital.
About my patient.
The 47-year-old. We should be able to fit her in later on.
No, it's urgent. She needs to be seen now, and she's 77.
What? I was told she was 47.
Well, I'm sorry, you've been misinformed.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You need to find her a bed somewhere else.
No, she's too unstable to be transferred again. She needs to be operated on here.
Well, that's impossible. We have a case lined up to do first. It's a minimally invasive coronary artery grafting. It's one of our special interests. And we have some important visitors from the DOH. The hospital manager will go spare.
I'll understand.
77. Acute post-op infarct. You're in a hiding to nothing.
Are you just worried about your death rates?
Our mortality data is the best around.
Well, that's easily achieved if you don't actually operate on patients that are ill. Now, are you going to tell the Department of Health you won't treat my patient, or shall I?
I will see if I can find a slot to operate.
She insists that I supervise the surgery.
No way. You don't have practice privileges here.
Well, why don't you go and talk to your boss and get me some?
Impressive hygiene standards, I must say.
Well, maybe we can copy some of their systems.
Do you think you can turn Darwin round?
Of course. There are a few obstacles. I'm working on it.
What sort of obstacles?
Oh, entrenched views, vested interests. But you know what they say. Running a hospital is like herding cats.
The way you're talking, one might think that the VRSA outbreak is a symptom of a deeper malaise in the way the hospital functions.
I wouldn't say that. But we're definitely well on the way to sorting things out. Excuse me. I'll see you in a second. You admitted a patient, you didn't tell me.
Oh, it's frantic, Michael. I didn't have time. Anyway, they won't let me operate on her.
Why not?
Practice privileges.
What, so you'll have to go somewhere else?
What? I'm not going to risk the life of my patient because of some intransigent policy, no.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to tell the inspectors what's going on. Michael, this hospital is trying to take work away from us.
Connie, not yet. Look, I'm making progress, but things are a little bit delicate.
Then what?
Leave it with me. I'll sort something out.
Well, she seems to have aged 30 years.
Any news?
They are just setting up in theatre.
I've decided. I don't want surgery. I've changed my mind.
Mum, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do.
Mum, please.
You do understand your chances of survival lessen if you don't have this operation.
What's the point? It's just fighting the inevitable.
How can you be like that? What about the baby, Mum? Don't do this, please.
Hey, come on. Come on, just come and take a break. Okay.
Janine, you asked me to be straight with you. This morning we agreed to this procedure. What's happened?
I'm allowed to change my mind.
Why don't you tell Mrs. Beecham what the truth is?
I've spent the last 6 months thinking I was dying of cancer. How's me look far, will you, dear? I have insurance, mortgage, protection. If I die in the next few weeks, everything will be paid off. But if it goes on much longer, they'll repossess the house and the policy will be invalidated.
Really, I am sure it can't be as bad as that.
Ellie and the kids and the baby on the way, they'll all be homeless.
Janine, there'll be a solution to your financial worries. Come on, get it into perspective.
I just wanted to leave them something. to give them a chance to get on in life, a legacy.
I'm sure your family won't care about that. Money's no substitute for time with you.
Her BP's dropping again.
Okay. Your heart is under increasing pressure. If we don't go ahead with this now, there's no point.
I don't care. Then it'll all be over.
What about the surgery?
Yeah, I've got to get permission. Get Eleanor to talk to her again. What's going on?
They've taken Janine to theatre.
She's changed her mind.
No, not exactly. The other surgeon, Mr. Upminster,
Yeah?
he came and gave her a pre-med.
So they completely discounted her wishes.
Well, it was in her best interest. Anyway, they said you should get scrubbed up. Word from above is you can help.
What's the result?
So for 2 hours, you and Mr. Parker were on your own in the...
As you can see, we've got the latest video-assisted cardiac surgery. It is designed to be minimally invasive and avoid large scars. One of the biggest advantages of this technique is that we keep the heart beating throughout the procedure. This is associated with much better outcomes in certain groups of patients.
What's going on?
Ah, Mrs. Beecham, welcome.
What are you doing with my patient?
Operating on her, like you asked. I'm just going to set the ports for the fibre optic.
What? Wait a minute, you're doing this as a minimally invasive?
Yes. Stick around, you might learn something.
She's not suitable.
I saw her angios. She looked perfectly suitable to me.
No.
What's the matter? All this modern equipment making you nervous? Ports?
Unbelievable.
Is the heart beating away? Right. Damn.
Right, why don't we convert it to an open procedure?
Why don't you let me do my job? I'm just having a little difficulty dissecting off the artery that we're going to be using. There we go.
BP 60 systolic. She's throwing off ectopics.
Right. We need to get her...
No, we need to open her up. Now.
No, we're almost there.
BP's 50 systolic.
There's no time to put her on a bypass. Right, grab us. What are you doing? Reinstate those ports now!
There's no time. She's going to arrest. I need to open her chest. Knife, please.
You can't
Get
just
a
take
sternal
over!
saw.
Exciting stuff. Your wife certainly seems to know what she's doing.
Well, she is the best.
There's no substitute for experience. It's something your wife's got in spades.
It's very true.
Do you suppose someone like Connie would come over here?
Certainly not. Not while Darwin's still going, anyway.
Scissors, please. Okay, she's in VF. Okay, starting internal massage. Paddles, please. Quickly. Okay. Charge 30. Clear. Okay. Sinus tachy. ECG's good. Right, we can avoid putting her on bypass if we stitch the mammary artery to the LAD. Stabilizer, please. Come on, keep up. Okay. Right, keep the pressures up. I'm opening the LAD. Right, let's stitch the mammary artery. Smart. Where have you been?
Medical records. Joy Marshall's notes.
Oh, let it go, Chrissy.
Connie, you've got to take a look at this.
Why? What will it show? Some huge conspiracy that proves you've done your job properly?
Listen, hear me out, OK? It's not about what it shows, it's about what it doesn't show. Joy was here for weeks. There's no record of any VRSA tests.
Well, they didn't do a test. It proves nothing.
Oh, come on, you've seen this place. You couldn't get through here without some type of screening. The results have been removed.
That's ridiculous.
The swabs at Holby have disappeared. There's one thing that's connecting all of this, and it's Michael.
It's pathetic. That's enough.
That was an awesome display.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Sabine Wyatt. I'm the hospital manager here.
So you were watching with the health officials?
No, I haven't met them yet. I have a camera feed to my office.
Well, I don't take kindly to being used like that.
And I don't like being deceived about the age and status of one of my patients.
Yes, my deception was for a good cause.
So was mine.
Really? You're not showing off your new theatre?
It's all about presentation. I admire a woman who speaks her mind and gets what she wants. And you certainly showed your mettle in surgery. We're always looking for medics of your caliber.
Well, that much is evident.
I'd be more than happy to discuss terms with you.
What makes you think I'm looking for a job?
You're working out your notice at Holby. I can offer you a better and permanent position.
Now, why would you do that?
I like to speak my mind and get what I want.
You've been talking to my husband, Michael Beecham, chair of Holby?
No, haven't had the pleasure yet.
Right, well, I'll think about the job.
Good. Excuse me, I have to meet and greet. Good to see you.
And you. Now, I think you've met Connie and Michelle before.
Absolutely.
This is Michael Beecham. I don't know whether you two have met.
No. Great to meet at last. Your reputation precedes you.
Well? For a perfectly innocent explanation.
Oh, please. The VRSA came from here.
If Joy was tested, the swab results would be in the pathology lab.
If Michael is innocent, then you've got nothing to lose.
Where's pathology?
Why didn't you stop?
Looks like he's the only one here.
Quite distracting.
How? Pat my eyelids at him?
Whatever.
Can't believe this. Hi. I wonder if you could help me.
Of course. You'll need a docket number if you want some records.
No, it's not about that. It's to do with your filing procedures.
Oh, I better get there. Are you all right?
Sorry. I've got low blood sugar. I'm diabetic.
There's some water on my desk.
Do you have anything else? Maybe something with sugar in?
Okay, just sit there. How about some biscuits?
Yeah, biscuit's great. What's your name?
Paul.
Thank you. Must get quite lonely down here, Paul.
Yeah. People bring me dockets. No one stays for long. Every time I try and start a conversation with someone, they just interrupt and say,
Oh, sorry. Gotta go.
exactly.
You found it?
Yes. I'm sorry, Chrissy. She tested negative. Okay? There is no conspiracy. Joy Marshall contracted VRSA on Darwin. Now we're done here. I'm going back to check on Janine. You go back to Holby.
And what? Say my goodbyes?
What is it now?
How could you? Sabotage your department?
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Michael, I saw the test results. You must have known. The patient you transferred to Darwin, your patient, Joy Marshall, VRSA positive.
She was positive?
Oh, don't give me that. How much are you being paid, Michael? How much to destroy Darwin from the inside?
Connie, you don't understand.
Fiona Dunn died. She was 25 years old.
I didn't mean that to happen. No one was supposed to get hurt.
Why did you do it?
I didn't have a choice. Sabine can ruin me.
How?
She can shop me to Millennial Healthcare and the DOH.
Michael, what does she have on you?
Backhanders, payments. I've helped her out quite a lot in the past.
Oh, Michael, how could you be so stupid?
Because I got greedy, Connie. I thought I could cover my tracks. But if I don't close down Darwin for good, she'll release details of the payments. You've got to believe me.
No, there's got to be a way to salvage something. I mean, go to the press, expose what Sabine's been up to.
I could go to prison. No, there's no other way. Darwin's got to be closed down.
So I have to choose between Darwin and my husband.
I need you, Connie. Right from the first time we met, I've wanted to impress you.
We'll sort this out together, you know.
There's another problem.
What?
This guy Leighton from the DOH, he wants to take a look around Holby.
What's the problem with that?
Well, he wants us to reopen Darwin. He'll see there's no reason not to. I've got this disciplinary to chair, so I can't be there to show him around.
I'll do that.
You sure?
Trust me.
You look so much better. It's incredible.
I feel so much better, too. I feel like a whole new woman. Okay, I'm going to leave you in peace this evening. All right, you can stay here until you're ready to go home. Come and check on you in the morning, and, why don't you explain things to your daughter?
Leighton, I'm sorry to keep you waiting.
Thought I'd been stood up.
Do you know my wife, Connie?
Only by reputation. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
How do you do?
Connie's agreed to show you around. I'm afraid I'm going to have to leave you to it. I'm already late for my meeting, but perhaps we can meet up afterwards?
Of course. Thanks, Michael.
So, what did you think of Shoreham Cross?
Dean saved the life of...
Miss Leighton, what's going on?
How much do you love me?
Please, no games. What happened?
How much do you love me? Yes? How much?
More than anything else in the world.
Correct answer.
Well?
Leighton has a price.
What?
He can be bought.
Leighton? What did you just come out and ask him?
No, we were talking about the future of hospitals. Then I came out and asked him. But he's not going to be cheap, mind. He knows how much you're willing to pay, but we'll worry about that later.
Well, what's he willing to do?
He will bury all evidence of VRSA. He'll open Darwin. He'll even bung some cases to Shoreham Cross to keep them happy. I get to keep my husband. Everyone wins.
You little darling. When do we meet him?
Right now.
I understand from Connie that you might have a proposition for me.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, well then, let's get a few things straight. This conversation goes no further than this room. After we're done, if you try to contact me again, I'll finish you.
Agreed. You know you'll be rewarded for all your help in this, quite substantially.
I'm going to need to know exactly what it is I'm being asked to cover up. The whole lot.
Okay. I was approached by Sabine Wyatt and asked if I would divert some of our elective work to Shoreham Cross. When I refused, she secretly admitted a patient to Holby who she knew was carrying the VRSA bacterium.
So why didn't you just isolate the patient?
I tried to, but she was moved without my approval. Sabine was trying to blackmail me. I'd done some work for her in the past, bunged her a few contracts, that sort of thing. She threatened to expose me.
Go on.
I changed the results of the admission swabs so that the patient looked as if she was negative. And then she was admitted to Darwin and she passed it to several other patients.
One of whom died?
Yeah. And then the Healthcare Commission arrived, they did their swabs. The rest is history. Darwin closed.
Did Sabine pay you for this?
Yeah. I think I earned it, didn't you?
Okay. Well, I think that's enough to be going on with.
How should I get the money to you?
Oh, don't worry, Michael. I don't want any money.
Michael Beecham, I'm arresting you on suspicion of fraud and the manslaughter of Fiona Dunn.
No, I haven't done anything. I was set up. Connie, tell them.
Joy Marshall's VRC test results.
Thank you. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your offence if you do not mention when questioned something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
You clever girl.
Goodbye, Connie. Remind me never to cross you.
What's happened?
The swab test results. It was positive.
I knew it. Why did you tell me it was negative?
I couldn't trust you, Chrissy. So, see you back at work tomorrow. We've got a ward to open.